All right, chat. It is time for the next run. This is gonna be a nice one. As I said already, I'm very excited because I haven't seen it myself. I tried to have to spoil myself. So, without a further ado, I present to you Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with Davey. Davey, your turn, man.
Hi everybody, hi Blasty. That's it. I'm gonna show you my second run. I'm a no hit, no damage runner. I've been doing these challenges since a year ago. So I played a lot of Sonic games. This is my second run, and I'm glad to show you with my friend Ares. Hello, Ares.
Hey everybody, hello again. How are you
Hello
guys?
again. So that's it. I'm gonna start right now if you let me.
Yeah, make the countdown.
I'm gonna do the count. I'm gonna play with Sonic only,
Not Tails?
not Tails. Today,
Oh, no.
Sonic alone. And that's it. In 3, 2, 1.
Right, good luck.
Thank you. Well, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This is a sequel of the mythic Sonic 1 in Mega Drive. It introduced the mechanic of the spin dash. This is a spin dash. This is a 2D platforming game that I like a lot. This is my second favorite one, Saga. And I'm gonna try to do it without getting hit, and it's any percent, what means that I'm not gonna take any of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. In this game there are 7 instead of 6. And also I'm not gonna transform in Supersonic, that is also introduced in this game.
Yeah, so one... Oh, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, tell me.
Okay, so yeah, what I want to say is that in Sonic 2, there on every stage there are 2 acts, and after every last act there's a boss fight. But
Yeah.
I think there's one specific stage that has 3 acts, right, David?
Right, that's Metropolis, and also there's 2 acts that 3 acts that has only 1 act. Sky Chase, Wing Fortress, and the last one, Hedgehog. And Wing Fortress has 1 boss. Sky Chase doesn't have a boss, and Hedgehog is just the 2 final boss fights. So most of the game is respects that structure of 2 acts and a boss at the end. And this is the first boss. It's pretty simple, like most of the bosses in this game. You just need to jump on him twice when he moves from the left to the right, and vice versa.
Yeah, and be careful about the front of his car to not hit you. Of course, that can inflict you damage.
That drill can hit you if you make the fight last longer than you normally do. He will throw you the drill.
Yeah,
But
by the way,
that's-
that was Jim Carrey, right?
Jim Carrey, yes. This game is inspired in the movie.
Yeah, right. Because this game came out after the movie, not before.
After the movie, yes.
Yeah. So another interesting thing about this game is that all the maps in this game are like a full image, like a full PNG.
PNG?
It's like a full large PNG. And the very interesting part of that is that you can take different routes, and you will see that that Davey will make that, I think, on Metropolis, if I'm not wrong, because that's one of the hardest levels, and he will take a very different route for that in order to make it on the safest way.
Yeah. In Metropolis, I'm gonna take a route that is really different for the most intuitive one. But I have to make a research to watch the PNG picture of the map. So because there are lots of enemy placed in inconvenient places, that doesn't happen in the first level that are really simple. I'm gonna say that the first half of the game, the first 5 levels, in my opinion, are really simple. These kind of games mostly I will know that the bosses are not a threat, even if you play it casually. But the challenge is in the level itself.
Yeah.
But once you know the secrets of every level, it isn't that hard. At least in the first levels. Then later in the game, it becomes a little bit more challenging. Like you say, I haven't faced many enemies in the road.
Yeah, it's just like about going places, start running, spinning.
Oh, that's a glitch.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I didn't get stuck. Maybe sometimes you get stuck and you need to reset the level. I had a save state for that, but thankfully I didn't get stuck.
Yeah, and also another interesting feature about this game is the drowning system that it has. That, in my opinion, is very interesting, because for the time that this game came through, a drowning system was something very new. Like, the drowning system in Sonic doesn't work like you will immediately die. Like, you have some specific time where Sonic will start drowning, he will be out of oxygen, and he will start getting damage because of that. But you have, like, I think 5 seconds, something like that.
See, if you stay some time in the water, there's gonna be start to be a counter, and when the counter comes to 0, you insta die. There's no.
Oh, you insta die.
You don't lose the rings. That is the damage system. You instantly die. So.
Yeah, and those little.
Excuse me. I'm gonna make a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a big cheese. Like I say, these bosses are not the challenge. Excuse me. What you were going to say?
I forget. No, but I think a little explanation about that boss is that Baby needs to count the hits that he gives him, because if he doesn't count, the boss can become a kind of a threat.
It's mostly because there were platforms under the boss that that hurts. I came too late and I failed. Sorry. There are platforms that unfold and then disappear, that if you make a jump of more, you can fall in the water that is under the boss. That's why I count the hits. That's only when I make the cheese. You can play it normally, but it's a little bit more tricky. Oh, I'm trolling. I'm trolling. But well, this is a level where, like I say, the first level are not really difficult, but beginning in this one, you can start to have a few silly hits, mostly because of distractions. It's not that difficult to dodge that enemy, but I made a mistake and I paid it with a hit. But this is the first another mistake.
Wait, you got hit
this
right
is the
now?
main water level in the game, and another another mistake.
Oh no, you're just falling down. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Don't worry.
This is the main water level in the game, and the water levels in Sonic are well known to be famous and be extremely hard because of the drowning system and because it's really difficult to move. You move slower and it's a bit difficult. But in this one, in Sonic 2, the water level allows you to go in the surface. You can go up to the water and touch the water just a few times. So that's nice if you don't like water levels. But what? Choppy.
Y se está lagueando, ¿no?
Maybe. Choppy. Pues.
Sí.
Puede ser. Excuse me.
Okay, chat, give me just a second. We're just having a little bit of technical difficulties. We will be back. Do not worry. Pueden continuar.
Ahí comparto el audio.
Sí.
Do you take the audio from my? Sorry for the technical issues. Excuse me. That's my computer and my internet. For the technical issues playing against me. That's my computer and my internet. We were playing against me. Well, we were at the doors of the third boss. It's really simple. Like I said so many times. He will hit with that hammer the pillars, and then the pillar he hits will throw an arrow from the mouths of the totems, and you can use the arrows to jump to kill him. It's really simple. And the arrows are really predictable to touch, so there's no much trouble.
Yeah, and something cool about that boss is also that it doesn't matter where you hit him. You can hit him on any part of his body and you will inflict him damage.
Yeah.
Like, it's just about taking advantage of the arrows that he... Like, literally, he killed himself by just pushing the pillars and making the arrows to give you space so you can jump to him.
That's a nice way to see it. It kills himself, practically. Yeah, but what I was going to say. I don't know.
This is the other level. This is a casino.
This is the fourth level. The casino is also it has a theme of a casino and also like a pinball machine.
Yeah,
and
something cool. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And there is no many enemies in this level, to be honest. Yeah. What's
something cool about this level is that take into consideration that on that time the pinball games were like very famous and popular, so giving this level on Sonic specifically was something very cool from the developers. And also because Sonic 2 was like the main game from them, because after the success of Sonic 1, Sonic 2 was something that they want to make it very on a very good way, you know. And even they add a multiplayer system on this game that is not very good to play, to be honest. But they also implement new characters like Tails, for example. Tails is a new character that was implemented on Sonic 2 because Tails didn't exist in Sonic 1.
Yeah.
And that was something that developers want to make it because Sonic 1 was very popular, and with the Sega Genesis that came on that time, they want to do something awesome for the people to play. And it was something very successful. And we know where Sonic is right now. Like Sonic even has movies.
Yeah. And maybe this was the game that made the Sonic explosion of popularity in the fans. Like it has so powerful and like everything, the music, the ambientation, the vivid colors, like you said, in this level is like you will always remember if you played when you were a child this game. You will always remember this colorful and vivid levels. They are really good to see and to play, funny to play. But I must say that in no hit runs is like, to me, is the easiest or the second most easy level because of his lack of enemies. You can only be in danger maybe if you start to bounce chaotically and you fall in those slot machines and get 3 Robotnik faces. It's like the only way you can get damage if you play it bad. Like,
yeah.
Also the boss is really simple. Like you only make a few spin dashes.
Yeah, so what Dave is going to do right now is taking advantage of those curves on the right and on the left, excuse me. Because of course you can like make it from the center and you will speed boost to him too, but Dave is not going to make that because that's kind of difficult. So in order to make it like 100% consistent, what you want to achieve here is start to speed boost on every corner, like on the right side and on the left side, and you will always hit Jim Carrey. And also you have to be careful about the bombs that he throws, because if you fall down when he's throwing a bomb, and the bomb can hit you very easily if you start speed boosting from the middle. That's why he started speed boosting from the corners instead of the middle.
Yeah, I found that was the safest way, also because of the electricity that he has. To have enough time to perform the spin dash is better to do in that way. That was right.
Yeah, exactly. So Davey specifically timed that fight on a very precise way to not get hit by mistake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's foolproof.
Yeah. 100% consistent.
100% consistent. Yeah.
So I think we didn't mention this about this game, that maybe you saw those little bars with a star on the top of the bar. Those are the checkpoints of this game, by the way.
Yeah, they are checkpoints, and also if you have 50 rings, you can go to the special stages. If you are successful, you can get the Chaos Emerald. And if you get 7, you can transform in the super form of Super Sonic introduced in this game.
Yeah, exactly.
In my opinion, this is the last of the easy simple. But the level after this is when the game, in my opinion, gets a little bit more tricky.
The level after this one is Metropolis?
No, the level is that came after this is Mystic Cave.
Oh, okay, the one before be Metropolis.
No, I paused it. Oh, I don't know what I did, but yeah.
Oh, no, I think the stream. Oh no, yeah, go ahead. It's cool.
It's good.
Yeah.
This is Hilltop, then Mystic Cave, Oil Ocean, and then Metropolis.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, it's coming the second half of the game. They are when the layouts of the levels become more like a labyrinth, you know. They're so much.
Yeah, like you can lose yourself very easily on those levels.
Yeah, totally. So you need to be careful. One jump may signify that you go in a way that you can control everything, or you don't know where the enemies are placed. Oh shit. 3 hits. I knew it. I'm trolling.
Oh no.
That hurts a lot. Yeah, I'm being greedy today, to be honest. So if you in the next level you maybe fail a jump or something like that. There are 1, 2, 4, 5. I need to count the hits in.
Yeah. Focus.
1, 2, 3. You need to count the hits. Is mandatory in this level because you may jump into the lava and.
Yeah. So the main reason David was counting the jumps on Jim Carrey, it's because if you don't count the jumps, maybe you will jump one extra time, and of course that extra time will make you fall down into the lava. Because when the boss dies, he doesn't have a hitbox, so you will like literally fall down.
Yeah. That's right.
So it's very important to count the jumps in order to not that to happen.
So, like I was saying, here comes the first of the more labyrinthic levels. And
yeah, you know what? This level reminds me of save screen from Windows. I think what is Windows XP? I can one that has like a very dark, like was
an screensaver.
Yeah, haunted house, something like that. It makes me remind that.
Oh, I don't get it, but maybe.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I think it was Windows XP or Windows 98. But yeah, it's very similar.
Wow, that was so long ago. What times?
Yeah.
We were so young. And this is the very thread in this level are the fireflies. You most of the time you won't see, and the tendency when you play this game is to go fast, and maybe you cannot break in time, and you crash into one of these fireflies that when they are turned on you cannot destroy them and they can hit you, so you need to be really paused, you need to think every step that you take and not like not pressing the right button and moving on. You have to.
Yeah, right. So I think that's some a basic mechanic from this game that we didn't mention. But on Sonic, when you like impulse yourself and you start spinning, you will have like so much power and you will like go insanely fast, and sometimes you won't be able to stop, and you will just like crash to anything, and sometimes that anything will be an enemy. So that's why on this specific level you need to be careful about that, like not go very crazy, or otherwise you can get hit very easily by an enemy.
Yeah. The ball form, it's really painful to hit most of the enemies, but there are some of them that, like those fireflies, that even in that form you cannot hit them. And it's important to say, like, you can get in that form, in the ball form, every time you jump. Like, you can always hit an enemy, almost always hit an enemy when you jump. But when you bouncing in a spring, or the bouncers in Casino, or those yellow walls in Metropolis, you're not falling in that ball form. You're falling in a straight form. Like, in that form, you're vulnerable. So you need to be careful. You cannot. You need to think of that when you're gonna tracing a route or something. That if you're gonna use an spring or something that make you bounce, you're gonna be vulnerable. So you have to keep that in mind. And that's what I thought in Metropolis. And this is the 6th boss. It got a lot of RNG, so I need to be as quick as I can to defeat it, because those spikes can fall in a pattern that I may not avoid. So if I finish the fight sooner, it will be safer. There is a cheese also that my friend Munchburg, that is trying the run, takes. That is really helpful. I prefer to not to use it, but if you try to do this run, I highly recommend that cheese. I learned this way, and that's the way I prefer to perform this part of the run, this boss. And then this is the 7th zone. This is when the game really gets ugly, because of the most powerful enemy in the game, that are the seahorses.
Yeah, you will go with that.
They are like the devil
right now,
incarnated.
But before, about the last boss, what Davey was saying is that you need, like, the falling stones are not a threat. What is a threat are the spikes. But the stones is
the rounded
visual
stones doesn't deal any damage, only the spikes.
Yeah,
that's true.
The stones are only there to like confuse you, but they doesn't inflict damage.
Yeah, that's true. And
alright, so there are the seahorses.
The seahorses, they are like the hell itself, the devil itself. They shoot.
Yeah, go ahead.
They shoot before you see them in the screen, and the shoot is so fast that you cannot touch it. It's almost unavoidable. It's really painful. So you must memorize a path. You must always know where the seahorses are, and attack them before they appear in the screen, like I'm doing. That seahorse it's really difficult. This one also, but it's easier. And you always need to keep in mind where they are. It's mandatory.
Yeah, and also the most annoying part, I think, is where they can chase you almost everywhere, right?
Yeah, they can also chase you. but it's a short distance. But it may be really painful if you stay too much time in a place. They may get you and hit you. Yeah. And also, like I said, I try to memorize. The most important part is in the second act. Like, it's mandatory to execute well the jumps, because in another case you may face a lot of seahorses that you not expect, and they may shoot you. Yeah.
So taking this time is very interesting to talk about that. In that time also Sonic was like literally the first character that didn't have any kind of weapons in this game. Because remember that, for example, in Mario has that little fireballs that he can throw, so he has some kind of weapon, and Mega Man also. Mega Man has any kind of weapon, right? But Sonic didn't have any kind of weapon, so the only weapon that he has was going spinning and jumping on the enemies.
His own
and that
body.
was like something very singular and very interesting about this game. That make it like very unique, you know?
Yeah. It's you also have some monitors around the map that may give you like power ups, like invincibility or a shield of one use. But in this run, the shield I take like 2 in the entire game, and I don't use it. Like I don't receive hits on that shield, or almost, at least I try to not get hit with that shield. And the invincibility is like, in the small community of Sonic no-hit runners, we decided to not use that invincibility because it's a bit, it takes the sense of the challenge. So
the invincibility is like the 3 mask of Crash, right?
What? Yeah, like 3 masks of in Crash. Oh, what? What the fuck?
It's like that, right?
No, I fell in a row that this is like.
Oh, what?
No, I fell in a row that I don't know. No, what happened that there it was that the shoots that the octopus make stays even when you kill them, and I didn't see the shoot because the color is pretty similar to the bottom
arena.
of the stage, the arena, and I couldn't dodge it. And now I am trying to synchronize the green platforms to get the jump. I think there is a seahorse right here, so I need to be careful. I don't remember every place. Oh, I'm trolling. This is a disaster. A total disaster.
You're cool, man.
This is a disaster because this road, I don't know it at all. But
Yeah.
at least I wasn't hit by a seahorse.
So,
Wow.
yeah, so what happened is that because David got hit on that specific part, he fall down, he was literally sent to a pattern that he doesn't know how to deal with it.
And also I trolled because most of the hit I got were necessary. Like I wasn't forced to get those hits. I simply trolled, but happens, you know.
Okay.
It simply happens. But well, it isn't that bad. Here I have to count 4 hits. I don't know how many I did. This boss has 3 parts. That's the first 2, and this is the third. this one is gonna shoot 3 times, and sometimes he's gonna make one shoot in the platform, and the platform will burn, and you have to jump. But that was a good RNG, so I didn't need to jump, so that's fine. He makes 3 shoots, and sometimes one of them, just one, is on the platform. And this is the most difficult part. I got so many hits and I didn't even get the worst part, but it's sad, but you know, happens. This is really painful because they are like, you know, the seahorses were bad, but in this zone you have those stars exploding in the walls, in the worst places. You have mantises, praying mantises that throw blades that follows you everywhere, and some crabs that are unavoidable. So you have to be really careful where you playing, what is the pathing you're gonna make. That's what we were talking sooner.
Yeah, so like those starfishes throws
They throw spikes in 5 certain directions.
Yeah, and like the range of it's like very
very
long, so you have to be very careful about that. Which is very interesting is that in this game almost all the enemies are animals from the sea, you know, like sea horses, starfish.
There are some, there are crabs, yeah.
There must be a lore behind it, I wonder.
All I have to say is that Dr. Eggman wants to make an army of metal animal slaves, and he needs the power of the 7 Chaos Emerald. I didn't notice that they are like sea animals. I think it's not 100% like that, because where they are fishes in the first level. I must see it more properly, but you may be right. And these 2 acts, Metropolis 2 and 3, are the worst in the game, totally. Because you have a really precise platforming. There are a lot of places that even if you play it well, the game will stall you an input, and it's really difficult.
Yeah, and that's very common in platform gamers, right? That the inputs sometimes doesn't work. Like the game needs the inputs.
In my opinion, this is the worst program Sonic of the saga. Like, it has the most amount of bugs, but it's also one of my favorites. So that's why I decided to make this one.
Yeah, it's like a love-hate relationship.
Love-hate relationship, yeah.
I have seen with Resident Evil 4, so I know what you mean.
You like Resident Evil 4? Yeah.
Yeah, it's also like a bunch of very nasty high hitboxes.
This game is a lie. You often say.
Yeah, right.
That start didn't trigger. I'm surprised. And like you see, there is some blocks that had the spikes that spawn like in a pattern that is clockwise. And they almost every time are unsynchronized between of them. Most of the time they are like 3 of them, and they are all unsynchronized. So you can make your use that to think where the spears are gonna be. But most of the time you need to be just to be patient and wait to the opportunity to jump on them. It's just
Yeah, so
yeah.
sorry, like this is the shield. Maybe you can explain more about the shield, how this works in this game.
In this game, the shield has only one use. It means like you get one hit, you lose the shield, and that's the only thing it does. In Sonic 3, the shields are like more uses. You can avoid fire attacks, water attacks, electric attacks, but in this game they just resist one hit. That's the only thing they does. And they do. Sorry. And that's all. That's it. And most of the times I take it and I don't use it. It's like they are just in my road and I take it because they are there. And yeah. What?
Oh, okay. No, I want to ask that, like, for a no-hit run, it's okay if an enemy hit you when you're with a shield, or it does count as a hit as well?
When you get hit and you lose a shield, I count it as a hit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I saw a few no damage runs, and I think also in no damage they count the hit on the shield as damage. But I always make no hit, so it doesn't matter. So I always count it as hit. Some people may think that if it's not a hit directly in your body, it's not gonna be damage. But like I said, to me it's no hit, no damage. So I always count it as a hit or as damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the interesting part of no hit, right? Like literally everything that touched your body counts as a hit.
And this is about
no
RNG in the
damage.
spears.
And no damage is just about like getting damage or not.
This is about RNG, but I managed to
Oh, the spikes?
the spikes were in a mood that there is a low chance that that's the worst RNG you can get in the spears. But I managed it. So this is like these are the crabs that I mentioned that most of the times they are unavoidable, so you need to be prepared to and make a strategy to defeat them. It's like mandatory to hit them like super vertically and in the opposite side of the claw. So and you can make this part even faster, but like I said, the game loves to stall inputs, and when you jump in the platform to attack the crab, you maybe won't jump. And I discovered that when I was like in P1 the first time, that hit happened to me like many times, and I try to think I'm gonna make this as slow as possible, but I want to make it like 100% safe, and that's it. And here, this is a climb where you're running into this. This is a gear. I don't know how to. I don't know how to name this thing. This is a gear like spinning, and most of the time, if you make it well, the stars won't trigger. But if you make a jump or a bad movement, the stars are gonna trigger and will hit you. But that's it. This is the road to the worst and most difficult enemy and boss in the game. So can you comment it, Ares? I'm gonna fight it, and I need to be full focus.
Yeah, I'm with a little delay, so I'm gonna comment it when I arrive there. But
Yeah.
go focus.
Yeah. you see that he moves to the left and to the right, and then he places in the middle. So where I can hit him safely. I have to jump. Yeah.
Yeah, focus. So, like the main goal for this fight is like to jump over him when he goes to the right and when he goes to the left. So by doing that, you will always have space when he like make his those old drones on a very wide position, and then you can hit him below. And every drone that he has will become a copy of him. So you have to be mindful about that too. And it's just about repeat that the same strat, like. Go to the right, jump over him, then go to the left, jump over him, and then stay on the right. When he goes to the middle, you jump over him. You jump below him, sorry, and then you have to destroy the drone that becomes a copy of him. And you have to do that for every drone. So I think in total there are like, I don't know how many drones there are, but there's a bunch.
There are 8 drones.
Okay, so for the 8 drones you have to do the same.
Yeah. They are like 16 jumps. And the first one are the most difficult, so you have to make like 8 super precise jumps. The second ones are easier because you have more space to run and you get more speed to perform a better jump. So, but I also got hit in the easy jump. And when he has less amount of balls, it becomes easier. And that's it. This is the 9th hit, and he dies.
Yeah, so when he's out of drones, you have to do it one more time.
Yeah,
But when he's out of drones, he starts throwing lasers. Like he won't make the same pattern when he has drones, so you just have to jump below him, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, he's not dead, but he's down.
His robot is destroyed, but he's still alive. Yeah.
Oh, and Ryder is the most beloved character of Sonic.
No, he's the worst. Yeah.
Ryder is Tails, and Tails, as we told you before, Tails was a new character in this game, specifically in this game. Was the first time Tails appeared. And there's something very fun about his name, because Tails is called Miles Prower, which it has that name specifically because Prower it means per hour, and that is because Tails is slower than Sonic. Because if you play as Tails in the game instead of Sonic, he's much more slower. Sonic is the fastest one.
Oh fuck! This is the easy part, and I fail it. I'm literally trolling.
But yeah, right now Tails will die, thankfully, sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, we won't see him anymore in the game, so he's dead.
No, I got hit in the easiest part. I'm so sad. I'm being greedy all the time.
No, you're cool, don't worry. You got this, man.
And this is like a chill part. This is a self-scrolling platforming zone that you can be relaxed, because most of the time you can stay in some place and just wait to the level to end, and maybe you have to make a few movements or jump or something, but it's like the chill part of the game after the most difficult boss, like a fresh.
Yeah, and I like how the turtles are very chill.
Yeah.
Like very, very relaxed there.
Yeah. Another, they are sea turtles. Another water animal. Where here is a chicken.
So Tails is dead, thankfully. We're not gonna see him anymore.
No. I must say that he's in death. You're gonna see it again.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's the sad truth. You're gonna see him again. So I didn't tell that shortcut I haven't noticed the first time I played this game, and somebody told me one day in the chat, and it's really helpful because the lower road, it's really easy to jump and fall to the airship into the void, and that shortcut saved my life literally. So thank you for that guy that told me. I can't remember his name.
To the random person that helped Davey when he was making this run.
Yeah, what?
Shout outs to him, or
I think his name was Sonic Liarina or something like that.
No.
But and now I also copied an strategy of Munchwork right there. He I don't know if he will notice, but I take one strategy of him. He is trying this run, and he also gave me the idea of participate today. So thank you, Moncho. A big shout out for you. And this is the second most difficult boss in my opinion, and you're gonna see why. These platforms are insane moving, but once you get the trick, it's always the same. Like, they are not RNG. In the left and the right, you can stay safely until the laser shoots, because the shoot can reach you, but this platform with spikes don't. But you need to be always keep in mind where are you gonna land your jumps, and the jumps are really precise. No, what? The game freeze? Oh, I got another hit. I lost a shield, so
I think I didn't write that part. We'll see right now.
the game is trolling me. I got 2 hits. The game is started to not going well, but and I think I failed one like 2 hits on him, but the game also froze, got freeze, and I don't know. But how many hits I have? Like more than 10, no? Like 12 or something.
So for what I can see in the stream, it says 8.
8?
Oh no, Tails is alive. What?
Tails is alive, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. He also rescued you from after this fight. And there they are, the two last bosses. You're gonna go to the dead egg. That is not a reference to Star Wars. Star Wars copied from Sonic. You may say the Death Star is the original and the dead egg is a copy, but
it's not like that.
It's not like that. It's the opposite. Yeah. And this is a what? I'm so sad. I'm playing
Silver
so what?
Sonic.
Silver Sonic, yeah. Silver Sonic or Mega Sonic. Both names are well. There is a cheese that I don't use, but this far in the game, I highly recommend to cheese this boss.
Yeah, and I like how Jim Carrey is like that in the middle of the arena.
Yeah, it's behind a window, like a coward. And then you're gonna notice that Jim Carrey is faster than Sonic, and Sonic is named like the fastest thing alive, but Jim Carrey runs faster than
Yeah.
Sonic. It's curious, at least.
So this is the last boss fight.
This is the last boss fight, yeah. This is the final boss. He will mark you with a target. And I trolled that. I should have hit him. And half of the times he's gonna throw his arms towards you, and those arms have a very long range, so you must use you must pull him to land in the right corner. So you move to the left corner and you are safe from those arms.
Yeah, like just in case he throws his arms, right? So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like Dave is doing right now is he hacked the right side and waits until the radar stops moving. So so Jim Carrey will throw for that specific part and then he go directly to the left side. So just in case the robot throws his punches or his fist to you.
Yeah.
Like that's the most consistent and the safest way to deal with him. And just repeat over and over again.
Over and over again. It's a little bit anticlimactic, like final boss. Like it's the same in Sonic 1. In Sonic 3 the bosses are better, but
Oh yeah, I think a lot of games has something like that. Like the last boss is not so good. Like the bosses in the middle are like the best ones. I think a lot of games that has that problem. Not only Sonic.
yeah, it's really anticlimactic. But like you say, it's not Sonic the only game that happens. So I got a lot of hits. I'm really pissed off. I'm really upset, but this is a lot hit, I think, and that's it. Sonic 2. No hit, or 10 hits, or 50 hits run.
No, it was only 9.
Only 9? Yeah. Thank
Below
you.
10.
Well, I really played really poorly, but thank you all. Thank you for all the people that is watching. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you, Blasty, for inviting me. It's an honor. And thank you to you, Ares, for being here with me today.
Who is Ares?
Who is Ares?
I'm Cosme Fulanito. Thanks so much, man, for having me. I don't know too much about this game, but I try to help you. Thanks so much for having me.
You helped me so much. So that's it, I think. See you all, and goodbye.